Morning.
It is.
Let me take a breath. I'm sick of my life. And I'm ready to...
Well, tell us what you really think.
Can I give you just a quick detail? Okay. I'm 30... I'm 40. Really.
We can read your mind, but we never squeal.
And I'm single. I have a lousy job. I'm getting paid $8 an hour, and I'm living with my mother.
There's no hope for you. Go back to your chair. Well, if you were feeling along this emotional scale,
yeah,
what emotion would you use to describe the way you feel? Does it feel like ecstasy or despair? We know it neither one, but closer to which? Despair. Does it feel like despair or frustration?
Is there a slot in between?
There are many, but okay. Which way does it lean? Despair or frustration?
Today I think I'm frustrated.
We can feel that. But don't you think frustration is a better label than despair? In other words, she's complaining, but she's laughing. Yeah. So does it feel like frustration or anger?
Frustration.
And so you have to start setting some different things into your statements. You have to start talking more about what you want and less about where you are. It really is that simple. So from this place of frustration, now give us some words. You gave us some good words already. I'm 30-ish and single and not making enough money and not living where I want to live. So now try to find some statement that gives you some relief from that. Now, here's the thing that we really want you all to hear. This is the magic. There is no magic. This is the logic, but it will feel like magic to your experience. You can't sit in here today, find a new place to live, especially the one you'd like, and be able to afford it instantaneously and have someone who you adore waiting there for you all at once. In other words, you can't sit here today and make that happen. But you can sit here today and take a little bit of an emotional journey, which will change your vibrational frequency, which will change your point of attraction as soon as later today. Okay. It only takes a few days of shifting your point of attraction before things start coming into your experience, and then it gets really fun because you say, I can feel that this came because I took the emotional journey. Now, we want to be clear about what we mean by an emotional journey. An emotional journey, as opposed to the physical journey, the action journey that most of our physical friends are more accustomed to, would go something like, I only make $8 an hour. I'd like to make $50 an hour. But in order to do that, I've got to either find some very giving entrepreneur who has no sense of the market value of me, or I need to get into some sort of class that will give me some sort of label, that will give me some sort of status, or I have to, with my $8, buy enough lottery tickets that in other words, the action journey, the physical journey is this, what I need to do. And usually you get bogged down in that because you've already had enough life experience that most of those ideas you just discount even as you come up with them. Where the emotional journey says, right here, right now, I would like to replace the frustration of not enough money with a feeling of hopefulness that I can make more. I want to replace the feeling of not yet finding my perfect partner to the hopefulness or maybe even expectation that there is someone out there. The emotional journey is just shifting how you feel. And you can shift how you feel in any moment in time that you decide that you want to shift how you feel. The thing that's been happening with so many of you is you haven't known the power of that. You haven't understood the power of shifting how you feel. How do you think the rich get richer? The rich get richer because they feel rich. They don't feel frustrated about money. They don't worry about money. The person that is in love maintains a magnificent relationship because he or she is in love, you see. So many of you say, well, sure, I'd be in love if I had somebody to be in love with, or I'd feel rich if I had plenty of money. And we say, we know you would, but you've got to find the feeling first. Take the emotional journey first. And therefore, cue up your vibration. And law of attraction will take care of the rest. It is our absolute promise to you. So pick any point of that you want to, any of the points that you brought up, because they are different points. In other words, a person might feel one way about love and another way about money and another way about health. And in other words, you have different emotional set points depending upon how you have approached life. So pick the one that you want to start with, and let's move up the emotional scale.
The money thing.
All right. So how do you feel about money? Does it feel like frustration or does it feel like fear?
Frustration.
We want to ask all of you, which feels better? Fear or anger? It does, doesn't it? Why? Because in fear, you feel more powerless. Which feels better? Blame or guilt? Infinitely better. You've been trying to explain that to your mother for years.
Yeah.
Because there is less control in guilt, isn't there? There's more power in blame. So this thing about money, does it feel like frustration or fear? We're not trying to put words in your mouth. Where does it feel?
Frustration.
All right, so from your place of frustration, talk to us about your money situation, just briefly, so that we can ascertain that that truly is the set point from which we are beginning. Just ramble about how you feel.
I was just going to say it sucks. It makes me mad. It feels like I don't know how to get from $8 an hour to something that feels happier. So I feel trapped. I feel like stuck in it.
Does trapped and frustration follow, or is trapped deeper and denser than frustration?
Yes.
There's more disempowerment in
Yes.
trapped. I'm stuck. You
Yes.
said, I hate it. So you're somewhere south of frustration. So now, we would say your set point is in this place of anger. And so now, reach for an emotion that is somewhere up the emotional scale from where you are. In other words, if we were standing in your physical shoes, we would reach for a little blame, because it feels to us that you are even a little bit south of blame. Reach for some feelings of blame, just for fun, and see if it doesn't make you personally feel better.
I don't get it.
We want you to just start making some statements that let you off the hook about your rotten financial state of affairs.
Really?
Well, we don't think you can jump to bliss. It would be a sort of quantum leap.
Yeah.
And from where it feels to us that you are, we think you'll find some relief in blame. We could be wrong. We never are. But try it. Now, you see what's happening with her. She's not accustomed to doing that. In other words, you've been taught, take responsibility.
Yes.
Don't try to cast blame somewhere.
Yes.
You've even been taught not to offer any anger. But
Yes.
look where that gets you. That gets you trying to please somebody else,
Yes.
and it gets you not understanding your own emotional guidance scale,
Yes.
and it gets you stuck right here for a really long time.
Yeah.
So try offering a little feeling of blame and see if it doesn't break something loose within you. Just try. I should have been guided differently when I was younger. If I'd known how important money was, I would have done something differently about the way I am. The economy really should be better. I am really a capable person. I should be paid more for what I do. There should be much better wages out there for someone like me who contributes infinitely. In other words, doesn't that feel a little blameful? We're blaming your mother. We're blaming the economy. We're blaming the school system.
that's
In other
good.
words... And in doing so, do you feel any relief at all? Did it let you off the hook in any way?
Because then I didn't feel quite so much like a failure.
Yes. So in that feeling of relief, what's happened is your vibration has shifted a little bit. So now you're standing in a different place. Different opportunities are now available to you that were not available to you just a little bit ago because you took an emotional journey. You get it?
Yeah.
Good. All right. Now, that did feel a little bit like hopefulness. It feels a little bit like, why didn't I figure this out sooner? It feels a little bit like, I wanted it to be easier, and I'm not sure how easy this is going to be. But we definitely feel, do you, the vibration of hope? All right, now let's beat the drum of hope a little bit.
Okay.
Just beat that drum, and we'll give you a game that really works well with hope. It's called the Wouldn't It Be Nice game. Wouldn't it be nice if this really worked? Wouldn't it be nice if I shifted some vibration just now? Wouldn't it be nice if something would open up for me and I could make $10 an hour? Wouldn't it be nice if I could start meeting some people, and even if it's not the perfect one, I would be able to sniff that the trail is getting a little better? Wouldn't it be nice if I could shift the way I feel as much as I just did again? Wouldn't it be nice if I could really get the hang of this? Won't it be nice when a little more money starts flowing to me? Won't it be fun when I am able to actually see the difference that I've made? Isn't it going to be fun when 2 or 3 weeks down the road something happens and I say, I know why this happened. I know why this happened.
Yeah.
I sat there in that chair. It was embarrassing. I did it in front of people. I cared so much. I shifted the way I feel. I'm in a different place, and things are changing in my life. Do you feel how far you've come already?
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
This is the work. There's no right or wrong way. You just try to figure out where you are, and then you beat the drum of where you are till you're pretty sure that that's where you are, and then you just try to reach for something that feels a little better. And when it feels better, you say, yes!
Okay.
Yes, I'm in the life-giving range of rage!
Okay.
And as friends say to you, you shouldn't be mad. Say to them, just go away. It will be better for you. I'm happy here for now.
Okay.
And I don't plan on staying here. I'm going to move right into frustration, but you won't like me then anyway either, so stay clear for a while. It might take me weeks to get into frustration. It might take me even longer to get into bliss, so you might want to stay clear. I'll call you when I'm there. Very good. We have enjoyed this immensely.